He got his power supply in.
Man, it took me a week. I got it going. Everything's running theoretically.
Did that take you 2 weeks? We had 2 sessions.
2 sessions, and that was a really great practice sessions.
Now, yeah, that's exactly what they were purposed for. So, just to let you guys know, my new character, I have absolutely no gold, but I do have like a little wagon thing, just of like basic like mining materials.
Oh, I thought you were a blacksmith.
I am, but I need to get ore somehow.
And that's how he carries around his stuff. A wagon, his mining supplies and whatnot.
Yeah. I gotta get ore, melt it down, make it into ingots, and then it's all part of mining and blacksmithing.
Okay.
Alright. So, can I get everyone to tell me what your character is, class, race, and any information you'd like to disclose? Starting with Horatio.
My character is gonna be a halfling, a lightfoot halfling rogue. Is a small-time thief. He's trying to buy an orphanage that he grew up on with his sister. So he's trying to get some money and buying that orphanage and helping the kids, basically.
Aww.
To do that, he became an adventurer to get money.
This is Tim Solo?
Yes. That's Tim Solo, guys.
That makes you an excellent halfling-tarian. Humanity.
So no, I'm not evil. I swear.
Well, that's all very subjective, isn't it, though? Dink.
Okay, Gideon Rain, half-elf, cleric. He looks like he's been on the road a long time, but it also looks like he pretty much carries just about anything he could possibly need. Carries a staff, has a horse, mule, with a pack saddle, and you wouldn't have noticed that yet, but you have noticed that for some strange reason he wears a pair of tiefling horns on his head. I mean, it's obvious that it's like, not part of him, but
like when he's walking around, you see it like bobbing around his forehead. Didn't you have them made into a helmet?
Yes, I did. It's on a helmet. That's a good idea.
So is it like? Would it have like, obviously like dead flesh around it or somehow?
Well, they're the horns, not
just
ripped out of someone's forehead.
You know how they used to take the the aurochs horns and stuff, put them on the Viking helmets, all that fun stuff. Same idea.
Okay.
Oh, plus he's a guide. That's what he does. He almost never stands still.
All right, Ryan.
My character is a half-orc fighter, blacksmith. He was an apprentice, but his teacher passed away, and so did basically his entire family, and he had to leave the big city, and basically left with nothing in the world. He gathered what he could in the little cart and started wandering to try and make his craft somewhere else.
Alright. And last but not least, it is the dwarf. He's no longer a dwarf. So I need to call you something else.
Not a dwarf no more.
The dwarf is no longer a dwarf.
Yeah, the dwarf is dead. Drago High Hill.
Alright.
How's that not a dwarf name?
Halfling sorcerer.
Okay.
A Lightfoot. I got
Oh, well, you guys got a lot to talk about then.
Lightfoot. Half.
Alright, I think everyone in the party has dark vision, right?
I am.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have any humans.
You know what? That's gonna help compared to last time.
I
Well,
was the only one that
I've
could see in the dark.
I haven't got dark vision. Oh, halflings don't have dark vision.
Yeah, I think
I thought they did, but if you're saying they don't, then
Okay.
I'll adjust that right now.
But luckily, I've got a spell. I kept the dark.
Thief the rogue doesn't have dark vision.
Nope.
Ha.
Nope.
Well, he's not the rogue. He's just the sorcerer.
He's
Yeah, the other halfling. Yeah, but the other Lightfoot halfling is the rogue.
Oh no, I didn't dictate the dark vision spell.
Yeah, we have 2 halflings, half orc, and is it full elf
Half-elf.
or half elf.
Half elf. We're half and half.
Oh shit, man.
I'm not half anything. I'm full.
Yeah, yeah. You come up to my navel,
I'm all of 3'1".
and
3
I'm 6'2", which means you're exactly half.
Well, I've got a cat as well. The cat might disagree with you.
All right. So let's try this out. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and you tell me who in the party best represents that to you guys. So Horatio, someone in the party once saved you during a fight. Who would that have been?
I'd say the other halfling.
All right. So all right.
Got this bromance going on.
loyalty.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going for a bromance right here.
That hurt my feelings a bit.
Let's bring up the sheet again. Where I just
As
accidentally
the
closed
leader.
it. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Once I get there. Okay. Dink.
Yes.
Someone is always strange and confusing. Who's in this party that you find strange and confusing?
I'm gonna say the halfling rogue. I just can't figure out how somebody so cheerful and happy could possibly steal from other people.
It's for a good cause.
Happy-go-lucky thief.
Wait a second. What do you mean with cause? You mean somebody gave you a reason to steal from them?
Maybe.
Maybe is not a good enough answer.
For Ryan.
Yeah.
Blank is often the butt of my jokes.
Oh. Oh.
This sounds like the dating game.
Well, it helps to like add a little more like flavor to your characters' relationships, you know. It's up to you guys whether you want to use them for anything, but it helps to shape your view of what the other person thinks of you. Go on, Ryan.
Probably Dorko High Hill.
Okay. And last but not least, Draco High Hill.
Drago.
Drago.
I have to get that right. Drago.
Blank
Draco.
is a good and faithful person
oh.
that I trust implicitly.
There you go.
Blank is a good and faithful person that I trust implicitly. It really just boils down to who in the party does your character trust.
Gideon.
Alright then. So, before you arrive in the bar known as Matchstick, you've been here before and it isn't your first time adventuring. But this time you sit down and you You are brought a letter by the bartender saying that a man was looking for a party of 4 in order to examine something. He asked that you would come to his home later tonight in order to speak to him about the quest. Would you like to accept it? That's
Just the only thing we know is going to his house to examine something.
Yes, that's what he says.
He wants to talk to us about a quest.
As long as the house is clean. Not going in no dump.
Well, we haven't seen the house yet.
I'm just making sure it's got to be clean. I wouldn't walk in anywhere that this place is bad enough.
He tells you that the person who left the quest lives in the center of the little city here, which means it's actually one of the actual standing structures and not one of the little huts on the outside.
Oh, in that case, definitely go.
He's got walls.
Yes.
I'm just wondering if we're going to run into the great and powerful gnome wizard again.
It's him. He's a successful now.
It's all very possible, okay? Technically, maybe this great gnome powerful wizard is actually great and powerful. Maybe he was just drunk.
Every time you talk about him, though, Fizbin keeps popping in my head. From Dragonlance?
Yeah. I would like to go. Rocknell
Right.
is
he does note that you are to go at night, so you guys have some free time. It is currently in the morning. You're just served a meal. You can do whatever you want. Right now, everyone in the town is setting up to leave on their various ventures, so the town will be empty momentarily.
So this is just mainly an adventuring town. People show up at night, get quests and stuff, and then take off to other directions.
Pretty much. Only those who are injured or hurt actually stick around.
Okay.
or the few permanent citizens.
Yeah, like the owner of the bar, the people who actually live in the center, which are typically like craftsmen and whatnot.
Okay.
Well, if we have free time, I would like to go to a local blacksmith and actually volunteer my time. Hopefully get, like, just a job for the day.
Alright. You wander around town, and eventually as you head towards the center, you do eventually find that blacksmith with a sign that says help wanted.
Sweet.
This is male. Very old. A man in his 80s. Very skinny, arched back. He seems to be more of a more like smaller, more intricate devices rather than large weaponry, but he does seem to need some assistance if you're willing to help him.
Oh, absolutely. I'll pick up the heavy things for him.
Keeps calling you Sonny for some reason. It's also a little uncertain whether or not he understands that you're a half-orc.
Oh, he probably treats me better than most people have in the past. I'm gonna be happy about that.
Alright. So you spend a day helping out. Roll me athletics check.
Athletics.
It's more about see how quickly you tire out. So I guess it should have been con, but athletics will do for now. Alright,
19.
Oh, so that's acrobatics.
Oh, shit.
So go ahead and make your con saving throw. Let's go with that. Alright. Not as bad. But here we go. So yeah, throughout the day you eventually do start to tire out. It's also noticeable that the old man wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff by himself. So he definitely appreciates it. Eventually, a man does come in with a complaint, talking about how his weapons were not properly made, and the old man's just being berated by complaints. Do you do anything?
By the one man?
One man.
Okay. Yeah, I would actually like to intervene and offer a replacement weapon, or even to craft one on the spot if he so wishes.
All right. Roll me persuasion then. DC shouldn't be too hard. You made a very reasonable offer. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
He seems a little hesitant. He does just randomly see a half orc where he expected just to see an old man to complain at. But eventually he says fine. He hands you what seems to be a rather ornate-looking dagger. Silver-tipped, crystal in the pommel. It's all, like, extremely fancy.
Oh, it was just a fancy-looking thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
According to him, when he threw the dagger, it didn't hit the target. I don't know why he came here for that, but that's his complaint. Eventually, you do check the quality of the weapon, and it's noticeable that it's weighted more towards the blade than the handle, but that's also reasonable when you're making a throwing dagger.
Okay.
So it's a mix between he wanted a certain thing, but this is typically how you make a throwing dagger. You weigh the blade, not the handle.
Well, you want it to be as balanced as possible.
Well, specifically for throwing daggers, the blade should be the heaviest part, so that the rotation allows the blade to be on the outer edge of the circle. So like, likely more likely the blade would actually hit something.
Okay. All right. So, would you want to replace? Oh, it's jeweled, so you would want it fixed, quote unquote.
He wants it fixed.
Okay. Okay.
So this goes down to your skill check, which is your blacksmithing ability, which should be simply just a d20 plus your proficiency. And you do have advantage because you actually have a kit and you have access to a forge and everything. So d20 plus your proficiency twice.
Okay. Two d20. Proficiency is 3, so just plus 6 on top?
Yes, then.
So 20 or 14.
Alright, well, you had advantage, so on the 23, you're good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you crit this. It comes back better looking than it did before. It's as he wanted, though, realistically, you know that it's not going to work.
It's the exact same thing.
It's pretty much. But yeah, he seems to appreciate it. He drops down about 5 more gold and he walks out. The old man later on seemed very appreciative. He did the work. He helped him out in a tough situation. He didn't really know what to say at the time because he doesn't know how to explain to a guy who apparently doesn't know what he's doing about how his dagger was made properly the first time.
To the old man, I would, like, after the whole exchange and the spoiled man leaves, I just tell him that I've had to deal with much more bitter people than that.
Alright. So, for your today's efforts and actually solving something for a little bit, he gets you the 5 gold that he got from the guy and caps it off with another 10, so you walk away with 15 gold.
Oh, sweet. And, this blacksmith, what was his name? Did you make one for him?
I'm working on it now.
Okay. I got 15 gold, Goose.
Alright. Does anyone else, starting from left to right, Horatio, do you want to do anything?
I'll just spend the day near the orphanage playing with the kids.
Alright.
Charity worker.
Dink.
Yes.
Anything you'd like to do before you guys convene and head off to this quest?
Not doing a thing. He just hangs out in the inn and just talks to people. He likes talking to people and hearing about their journeys and such.
Alright, roll me a D1000 and see if you made anything interesting while you're there.
Gotcha.
It's pretty high. The deal with thousands have been high and rolling high.
It's bound to happen, you know, on averages. So, Dink, while speaking to a rather young-looking adventurer who seems a little less than sober, he starts talking about the lost city of Mist.
Of Mist.
Yes. He tells you that when he was traveling across the ocean, he eventually docked his ship on an island that he didn't expect to find. Coated in mist, he wandered around the city. Eventually, he came to the conclusion that, isn't this the lost city of Atlantis?
Bum, bum, bum.
So as he continued to search around, eventually he found that the island was slowly beginning to sink. And as he made his rather, series of escape attempts as the city begins to sink and traps setting off, he eventually makes his way back to the boat, finding a trident sitting in his boat. The trident, which he does at this point show you, is metallic with a noticeable amount of wear and tear, with some barnacles and seaweed attached. As to why he didn't remove the seaweed is a little uncertain.
Does he remember where he took? I mean, does he remember which direction, where he says sail from, and in which direction and everything?
He tells you he sailed across the southern coast of the mainland.
Okay. I just put notes in my reference book.
All right. All right. Hill, is there anything you would like to do? Dwarf, is there anything you would like to do?
You said hill. I'm not speeding up much by second name. No, I'm just pushing over Tiddles.
All right.
Pebbles.
Tiddles.
The cat already likes you. He likes you a little bit more.
Oh yeah, you have a cat. I forgot that.
Aye. Tiddles. Goes everywhere with me. Rides on my shoulder sometimes, on my head sometimes. Not so much on my head. He keeps
So DM, what was the blacksmith's name? The old
His
guy?
name is Gary Kent.
Gary Kent. Okay.
All right. So, as you all reconvene at the pub, the Matchstick, eventually, you guys open the letter describing the address and location which you may find this person. What do you guys do? You guys can go right now. You can take your time. You don't even have to accept the quest if you'd like to do something else.
Well, you said to meet at night, so is the sun setting at least, or is it already set?
It is setting now.
Oh, I'd slowly make my way over so it's fully set by the time we get there. I get there at least.
All right.
Yeah, I'll head there too.
Yeah, I suppose I'll head with them.
All right. I believe that's everyone but Tink.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going.
You cast light.
Good. Wait. Well, I'm trying to get light on me staff. I can't see a thing. Right, just dark.
So is this staff like taller than you then?
It's
Yeah.
reasonable that he would have a staff his own height, you know?
Okay.
If he wants to have a staff taller than he can, though.
Oh no, it's just a bit taller than me. It's actually,
Still a natural staff.
it's not a normal staff. It's been made to be me focus.
Okay.
Alright. So, you guys arrive at the Manor of Felix the Wanderer. Or that's the title he's been giving himself. You're met by about a few servants here and there, who eventually lead you into the main hall.
Get a load of this guy.
You see fabulous depictions of him having defeated monsters, and the first one you pass is a series of carrion crawlers.
Oh!
The other ones are all very fabulous and less realistic depictions of monsters that he says he's defeated.
Dead
Wow.
references.
Alright. It takes him a little while to come downstairs, but he eventually does. And he all asks you to enter the library with him. He dismisses the servants, and only the head steward stands around.
I myself a seat.
Alright.
Rook will keep standing with his arms crossed, just waiting.
He looks
I'll
up.
be around.
Alright, go ahead. Hiroshio, you want to say?
I want to walk around, like, see the statues more closely. See if there's any gems on them.
As you look at the statues, unfortunately, none of the statues have gems on them.
You do realize you're trying to steal from a thief, right?
Well, a man's gotta do what he's gotta do.
They tend to cut people's hands off for that.
They typically do.
If you're found out.
Well, it would be obvious to you that you shouldn't pickpocket this guy. Nothing else.
Come on, a man has to have.
Gideon's keeping an eye on him.
All right.
Don't worry, I'm not stealing. I'm just watching. This is interesting stuff.
Say
policy.
that out loud.
Alright. So, as you guys wander around the room and things begin to settle down, he asks each of you to take a look at this depiction of the party members. It says that I would like you to find these four. Last I heard, about 3 years ago, they went into a dungeon. I never heard from them again, and I would like you to find them if possible.
3 years, that's
You
a long time.
It's been a while, and I would imagine they've already died at this point.
So they went into a dungeon 3 years ago, and you expect them to still be in the dungeon?
Well, if not them, their belongings, I would assume. They were dear friends to me before I made it rich, and I never had the time or ability to go there myself.
It has been 3 years. They won't even be recognizable at this point.
I understand that.
Even I can tell by the way this guy's talking that he's sure they're dead if he doesn't outright know it.
He's not really hiding it all that well. Let's admit that straight up. But at the end of the day, he knows what he's trying to get you guys to do. It's just like, go get their stuff because they're dead already. Eventually, he does present you guys with a map, which he says that he had someone else make, which looks exactly like the map that, Felix would have made should he have made it 3 years ago.
Oh my god.
Of the interior that we saw?
Yes. So basically, everything you saw before is the map you have.
Cool. There you go.
He says, this is the map that I was able to have someone to make for me. But unfortunately, they could not find the bodies.
That may be because they've left.
It's all very possible, but they never did return to this town.
Were they in
It's the
there
last
for-
place that I know they went.
What was the reason they were there for?
Admittedly, I don't know. I did ask around for what nature of quest this was, but I never did find out.
Maybe
Okay,
they're
well,
living it up somewhere.
what on them was so important that we need to get 3 years later?
It's less of importance, more in that they were dear friends to me, who I've never took the time to make sure they were buried properly.
So you want their bodies brought back, is what you're saying?
Their items, if it's all available, if it's the only thing we can find. I doubt the bodies would have much to them.
It'd be their skeletons at this point, almost.
Pretty much. It's been 3 years.
Okay.
So you guys might find armor equipment, but physical bodies, even bones, would have been eaten by the carrion crawler.
And
That's the other character.
The carrion crawler?
He doesn't mention the carrion crawlers.
Oh.
I thought
The map probably does if you take a look at it.
Okay.
how far away is this cave? In dungeon?
Let's see, I believe.
Meta.
Yeah, it took like a week to get there, remember, guys?
Yeah.
So he tells you about roughly a week, but if you go by horse and wagon, you might get there a little quicker.
Well, I don't want to be the the jerk of the group, but what are you paying?
I was gonna get to that actually.
Well, depending on what you find, of course we'll pay more. But right now, what I'll offer you is, as you look you guys down, and realistically you're only level 3, he offers you about 100 gold up front, and promise of at least 300 should you bring back their skulls, if that's all you can find.
Spells.
Their skulls.
Skulls.
Physical skulls of their bodies, which should be physically impossible because they should be gone. But whatever you bring back, he will pay you for.
And if they're not there, will you pay us for going?
You will still be paid the 100, and I'll even give you a little more. But I can't promise you the full reward should you fail.
Look at my companions and sort of shrug.
Yeah.
It's a pretty sketchy quest.
Rook also shrugs and may as well. It pays. We don't have to kill anything particularly.
All right. When you were given the depiction of the drawing, the adventurers, Rook, you definitely recognize one of them.
Holy shit! I know that guy. He's wow.
Zavala.
Zavalon. Yeah, that was. I didn't even write that name down. Hold on.
You probably should.
Oh, it didn't seem so sure about it.
He, that's Zavalon. I worked with his father. He's shit. I guess he's dead. I haven't seen or heard from him in a long time. The thought was there, but I would actually like to go and find and give him a proper burial.
So you actually know one of these people?
I do, yeah. I've from a long time ago. His father I knew very well. He was a great man. He taught me a lot in my trade.
Oh, I suppose it looks like we're going then. Just don't trust it. Well, I think they won't even be there. I think they've probably done whatever they were doing, they were supposed to be doing, and left.
So, what can this guy tell us about the dungeon we're going into?
He gives you the map. He gives you a as on the map. He does locate or draw brief depictions of what the monsters look like. He warns you about mimics, insects, carrion crawlers, and then that every 24 hours, there's apparently a poisonous cloud of mushrooms that go off.
Oh, see, that's a good thing to know. Any type of specialty tools we may need before we go in there?
He tells you none that you will require to retrieve bodies.
I'm wondering if the little bastard went back and opened the safe.
He has a bunch of money. He's very likely to have done so.
Yeah.
Alright. Eventually you guys will come across the safe. It's empty. He took everything.
Great, great.
That's why he's
What
rich.
was in there? What was in there?
Do you randomly ask him? Because you're never going to find out.
No, I'm asking you.
No, DM. What was in the safe?
Would it be handy to take some healing potions that heal poison? Because he said something about mushrooms.
If you remember correctly, well, I guess he will tell you, since you don't remember. It tells you that the poison cloud doesn't seem to be
No, I do remember, but I'm
all that dangerous. It does deal a little bit of damage, and after the damage, you do not retain the poison effect.
It's not a continuous poison. It's just a I don't know, something itchy got in your eye, and then it leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember it, but but I was playing in character, so I don't even know what you're on about.
So it does give you that information. It's nothing for you to worry about too much.
Okay.
Alright, that seems to be about it. He promised you that if you do bring them back, though I doubt they are alive, of course, if you do manage to bring back their bodies for proper burial, he will pay you quite well.
Okay.
Alright, I'll accept the quest, absolutely.
Yep.
I'll go with what my companions decide. So why?
How much are you paying for this, by the way?
we talked about the price like so often already. So he's giving you guys 100 now. You guys can divide that evenly amongst you, at 25 gold apiece. And then he promises about 300 if you come back with any sign of them, pieces, body parts for proper burial. But whatever you bring back, he'll pay you for.
Somebody should have said pay us by the day. Get them back.
Well, you guys never even paid him, so what are you complaining?
Oh, I think he got well compensated for that deal.
I paid with my life.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I guess we're taking it all.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yeah,
All
let's go.
Okay, so before we leave, would we like to? Well, after we leave the house, anyway. Do we want to divide up the gold and then leave in the morning?
Well, does anybody absolutely need something? Because I mean, I'll tell you right now, I got heals on me, but I don't have any healing potions.
I actually bought healing potions, so I don't need that particularly.
Okay, then do you guys just want to split up the gold then? I was just going to say put it towards 2 healing potions and just have at it.
Well, if we want to do actually like a party healing potion stash, I'm for that.
That's up to me.
Because we'd be able to get 2 potions from that? Because they're 50 gold each?
50
Right.
each.
Yes, they're 50 each.
I mean, if you don't get out alive, you won't get the rest of the money, so better safe than sorry, I'd say.
Okay, so we're going to go that route then?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Does everybody agree, or does somebody want to keep their 25 gold?
I'm hesitant. I really want the money, and honestly, if I didn't make 15 gold during the day, I'd probably want to keep it. But I'll go in for a healing potion.
Okay then.
You guys will see party inventory too, if you like to toss everything in there.
Yeah, I'm already on it.
Yep.
Okay,
Did somebody say they had a wagon? Because
I do.
I'm not walking.
You're not walking?
No,
You don't
I
have
don't walk.
convenience.
I don't ride one of them big things neither.
Well, I have a mule that should fit you.
No, like the mule's too big as well.
Okay then.
You're gonna have to share it with like a chest and a few like a pickaxe and shovel and everything.
Do you
Well,
actually? Sorry, Ruck. Do you actually have something to pull it with?
No, I pull it myself.
Okay then.
It's like a man-powered little wagon that just like to carry around like all my tools in a chest.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have got wagons
You
with them.
wouldn't mind carrying
We'll go and
2
hook up
little
the
halflings, would you?
How much do you weigh? Because I might not even notice.
No, I weigh 36 pounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but 30 pounds.
Alright, if everyone
Nice.
does actually go ahead and grab some sort of riding animal, we will move 2 squares per day rather than 1.
Okay. See, like I said, I can
Well,
go ahead and hook up
We
the mule.
will have to put the gold towards that instead of healing potions, though.
And then someone drop from sky.
Well, I mean, let's see. Does anybody have a horse besides me?
I do not.
Nope.
You guys are
Only ride in a carriage.
killing me.
I still find it hilarious that you pull a wagon full of like, mining supplies, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's mad powered, man.
It's okay.
Powered.
We can take the mining stuff out, clean it, and I get in.
Well, hey! I need that stuff.
So basically, we need to buy at least one more horse, because I'm figuring one of the halflings can ride in the cart, one of the halflings can ride on the mule that's pulling the cart.
Yes, and then Horatio will need a mode of transport, which is the other horse.
Yeah, Ruck won't be able to ride, won't be able to work.
Too big.
So there goes one of the healing potions.
I'll buy myself a mastiff if there's anyone in town. I'm in the stable. I can.
Well,
try
a
to find
mastiff isn't really a riding dog; it's an attack dog, isn't it?
Oh no, they can ride. They can be for
right, for like halflings
Yep.
can do that. Right.
If you get a dog, make sure it's well trained and keep it away from tiddles.
Don't worry about it. Dogs are nice.
Tiddles are easy.
Dogs and cats are good eating.
Okay then.
You can even
I
protect
don't know
your
how
little
Draco feels about that.
All right, so we do not have any healing potions. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'll buy with
Actually,
my
well,
own money.
he's spending his own money for the riding animal.
Oh, Ruck has enough money for the riding animal?
Well, I
I
don't
have
have
one
any.
money.
It sounds like it. I'm trying to find the price right now.
Let me
25
check and
gold.
see what I got in my inventory here.
Mounts and vehicles.
I've got 11 gold.
A
and-
mastiff is 25 gold. Do you have 25
I'll
gold?
buy one. Yep.
Alright. So you arrive at the kennel with the rest of the party members. As you walk around, and the owner shows you its various animals and wares, what stands out to you is, along with the mastiff, there is a large bird-like creature which you ride, and there's also what he says, a less than trained tiger, which you could also ride if you wanted that.
How much does a tiger cost?
He tells
Oh my
you,
god.
he tells you it'll be a little more expensive. It'd be about 45 gold.
Will it attack them all?
Well, it's
It's not really
it's really more for riding, but it will protect itself if that's what you want.
Yeah, I don't want it to eat them all, or I'll have to deal through that guy. I pointed at half elf.
How is it at pulling cargo?
Well, it's... I wouldn't say it's the best, but most things would be afraid of it.
I wonder if I could
It's
train it.
understandable that a tiger wouldn't be more of a pulling, it's more like you need something to fight something with, you know?
Actually,
Yeah.
strangely enough, I can help you out
Your audio's cutting out.
with training them. Oh, sorry. I was just saying. Strangely enough, I can help you out with training that tiger.
I'm buying that tiger.
Oh, you have animal handling?
I'm a nature cleric, and yes, I do have animal
That's
handling.
right.
It's 45 gold. I'll pay it right now. And I take 45 gold and put it on the table.
Alright, thank you very much. He takes the money, and then he says, alright, well, I can offer you either a saddle or about a week's worth of food. Typically, we give one or the other. Do you have a preference?
I'll take the saddle.
You're gonna get eaten by your own damn tiger.
He gives you a saddle, and you know what? For the most part, he takes you into the back room and says, "Alright, I'm gonna release the tiger. It's all you."
Stands back.
It's literally, as you look at it, now that you take a step back and realize what it is, it looks like an arena where they're releasing the lion on him. If anyone else would like to join him, you're free to jump in.
I'm back. I am not. Nope. Nope. All kinds of nope.
Right, wait, it won't hit me, right?
Tells you, I can guarantee he will not eat you.
Really?
But
He's
I
gonna
was-
guarantee that, huh?
He guarantees
Alright.
it.
Alright.
That's right. He doesn't say
He has
anything
his-
about whether or not he gets beaten
He's
up.
just being
He says he
fed.
will not get eaten.
I take my buckler out of my bag just in case and put it in front of me.
You're not gonna
Right.
need. You're not gonna need that, my small friend.
We're gonna have a death really early on.
Alright. So as the door to his cage slowly clicks open, He's just sitting there in a pouncing position, staring at the halfling. Slowly, he crawls out and very low to the ground, tail up in the air, just staring at you and your like creepy-looking shield. What do you do?
I try to pet it. Hello there.
You attempt to pet it. Roll me animal handling.
God, I'm gonna lose my hand.
He said you wouldn't get eaten. Says nothing about your various limbs or whatnot.
That's not bad.
Oh, jeez.
He still seems apprehensive. He coils back as you reach out for him, but he does let you do it.
There. Now what am I gonna name you?
Mr. Piddles.
I'll think of
And
Mr. Puddle.
and
Mr. Paws.
Had you failed, this would actually have been combat.
I'm gonna name him Teddy.
Alright, if that's what you want to name him.
Come here, Teddy. And I'll try to mount it.
As you attempt to mount him, roll me another animal handling check. He may not be attacking you, but whether or not he lets you ride him is a very different matter.
Oh god.
He will not let you ride him.
Private saddle.
This spell convinces the beast that you don't harm. This is range. Intelligence is for higher. The spell fails otherwise. I will double check the tiger's intelligence right now. Then
Use the saddle.
but while this is all going on, what are you attempting to do, Horatio?
Oh, you mean Gideon?
Let's see.
Oh, go ahead.
Not you. Yeah,
Solo.
Horatio. Tim Solo. What are you doing, man?
I'm just keeping my slight distance, but trying to, pet it again and not trying to make him feel not nervous, but
Get him used to you.
yeah, not getting the aggressive part of the tiger.
Alright.
Does anyone have food?
Well, he did offer you food, but you didn't want it.
He
Alright.
said one or the other, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So he's the tiger. We will see in a moment as you attempt to mount this creature with a saddle. What is the DC on your spells, Gideon?
Oh, my DC. 14.
14. He fails. He is friendly for roughly 24 hours.
There you go.
Whether or not that will do anything
Yeah,
for his
24
actual
hours.
friendship later on, but
Well, doesn't that make the animal friendship towards the animal friendly towards Gideon and not Tim Solo?
Yeah, but we can work with that,
Okay,
as long as this thing is...
it's enough for now in the sense that it will not attack anyone.
Okay.
All
I'll
right,
try to put the saddle on it now.
Tim Solo, you now have a riding tiger. For 24 hours, anyway.
It's up to you to feed this thing. This thing could eat 3 of you a day. You know that, right?
It really could.
I need to get more meat for him.
Monsters and things you kill can be fed to it. Just avoid feeding it poisonous things.
I'm gonna ask the kennel master if he has rations to sell.
He tells you, yes, I do. They're a silver apiece.
How much weight can the tiger wield on him? I carry.
If he's pulling the cart, probably not much more than that.
Who said he's pulling the cart?
We've got
He's
the
a
mule.
majestic
Yeah,
beast.
you have a mule for the cart. He's literally just pulling only Horatio here.
Okay.
It's my friend we're talking about. It's not
Okay.
some
We're
Becky,
talking about the
move.
tiger, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up now in the monster manual.
It doesn't include a carry weight, so I'm taking care of it right now.
Well, it's got a strength. Yeah, when you just move that over to carry weight.
The carry weight of the tiger, max carry weight is 255 pounds. Admittedly, he's carrying you, so be careful with your own weight. But he does start to take a few issues once he passes 85 pounds. So he can carry you, but he immediately cannot carry all that much.
You and about 50 pounds worth of stuff.
Pretty much.
Yep.
And that also depends on what the barding weighs.
I'm at around
The saddle and
pounds plus 30
probably
pounds
won't be
from
that
me.
much.
Saddle should be like 5 pounds, so you cannot build much more.
All right. But the main reason why it's valuable to have certain creatures like this, if you train it right, it could literally be your night watch. You guys don't have to be awake.
Too bad. Too bad you didn't get a panther. The thing's got a climbing speed of 50.
Come on, stop saying bad things about Mr. Teddy.
Mr. Teddy. Okay.
All right. The proprietor of the business says, very well. There's your pet. You have your saddle. Is there anything else you would like?
I want to buy about a week worth of rations for this big fluffy thing.
All right. You pay him 7 silver, and he gives you 7 rations for the cat. He packages them up and then just hands them to you in like a bag.
How much silver is 1 gold piece?
10.
Oh, yeah, I did it correctly. Right, then I have 7 rations.
Teddy rations.
Yeah, I'll write that. Teddy rations.
All right.
Don't want to mix it with your rations.
I have no rations.
Yeah. Immediately once you open it up, it looks like varied forms of dried meats and veggies, but it's a little uncertain where those meats came from. So.
Guess me and Teddy will have to split a little of our food.
Admittedly, it weighs quite a bit. For the 7 rations, it's actually going to weigh 70 pounds, but the cat will carry its own food.
We got room to throw it in the cart?
You probably do have room to throw in the cart.
There's room. It's a little bit messy in there, but there's room. I have a chest in there that's
Cleared
we don't have anything in it right now.
I cleared
Okay,
your cart a bit.
We still got to get Ruck a horse, too.
Or a mastiff.
Or just even
Ruck's a half orc. I don't think a mastiff's going to do it.
Well, you guys are still
yeah,
there.
but
He
we
does.
have
The owner does point out, "Hey, well, I do have this very exotic creature. I've been told it's called an ostrich. Where it comes from."
well, we just need something to pull a mining cart. We don't need anything fancy here.
No, we've got the mule. My mule can pull the mining cart. You need
Okay.
something to ride.
That's.
You need a horse.
I need a war horse to carry my fat ass.
Well, how big are you?
I'm at least 6 something.
All right. Yeah, the way
Uh,
you're still medium.
Yeah, I'm still medium, but I'm gonna be fat. I also have.
A war horse costs a lot of money, man.
It
Yeah.
does.
For right now, I think a horse will do the job.
Like I'm in chainmail armor as well. Like I'm heavy.
All right. Well, he leads you outside and says, "Well, if you're talking about weight, I do have this creature." As he pulls back a covering over a massive. Sorry, a little gassy. A covering over a massive cage and reveals an elephant.
How'd you get this?
Like I said, I get animals from all over the world. This one in particular is rather rare in this area.
I'd say.
A regular riding horse can carry 480 pounds.
Yeah, he has no issues really. A normal
A
horse
draft
will do.
horse.
Will do.
A
Oh,
draft,
no, else will do.
Yes.
a draft horse moves slower, but is cheaper, and it will carry 540 pounds.
Yeah, a draft horse for you would work out pretty well. The riding horse is lighter on its feet though.
I'm assuming this elephant is like 1,000 gold or something.
No, it's only 200.
Well, yeah, I don't have anywhere near that.
Well, a war horse is 400.
That's
Got a camel?
I just assumed I needed a warhorse or something because I'm a fat, huge-ass bastard.
He told you, unfortunately, I sold my last 2 not too long ago.
Hmm. So just the normal horses then, or that slower horse, drill horse?
Alright.
How much, or does he have any of those?
He says, I know someone who has a few, and he leads you over there.
Okay, how much?
So you're taking to the actual stables and not the kennel.
Yeah.
The guy says, yeah, normal horse, about 50 gold. I do have some who's a little worn out, but they'll get you around if that's all you need.
Are we committed to having everyone saddled up? Because I would only, if the horse is 50 gold, I only have the 25 gold share.
Okay, I can let you borrow it. Plus, does the horse include barding, a saddle and such?
Yes, it will come with everything.
Okay, yeah, I can go ahead and let you borrow 25. Then you owe me.
Okay, I will. I'm writing that down. I owe you 25 gold.
Let me mark that.
Now he will also pack in 2 days worth of food for the horse, weighing about 20 pounds.
Okay.
He tells you that realistically, the horse can just eat grass and vegetation, but knowing that there is a desert not too far from here, he says, should you be heading west or south of here, the 2 days worth should cover you.
Yeah, we're heading south. We'll need those.
He asks if you'd like to buy a what is it called? It's like a horse straddle barrel for water. It basically is like two barrels attached across the saddle for you guys to have water.
Okay. Will it fit in the cart? Or can we attach it to the outside of the cart?
It says, yeah, I can attach it to the outside of your cart.
Okay, that'll work.
Alright.
How much is that?
Tells you it's only about 4 gold.
Okay, I could pay for that if it's going to stay on the cart then. I'll take it out of the 15 I made today.
Mm-hmm.
Could we carry our rations on the cart?
You're stuffing like so much stuff on this donkey.
Yeah. Hey, that's my donkey. My rations are going in the cart. I know that.
There's 25 pounds of water currently on the cart with the what you just bought. Which give you guys plenty of water should you need it.
Okay.
If I carry my rations, I'm gonna become encumbered.
Your tiger rations?
Hilarious.
You're kidding.
Every
me.
ration.
His normal rations are already encumbered.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god! You can't carry shit.
I'm a halfling.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Out of character. His stats are horrible. Remember? He has one good stat.
Okay. When you level up, you need to put up your strength. Like that's bad.
Isn't there really a feat that gives you more carry weight or something?
I don't know.
Alright.
Probably.
So, you guys are packed up. You're ready to go. Any last things that you need or want before the party?
Or we're leaving during the night?
Well, we're going to be taking your rest, but
Okay.
we just want to cover anything else before we... I want to take a quick 5-minute break. It's been about an hour.
Okay.
Shit has it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything. You're still setting up.
Rook is ready to go.
Gideon's ready to go.
I've cleared my space in the cart and I'm ready to go.
Alright. Ryan, at night, do you sleep with your tiger?
Oh, Tim Solo, not me.
Yeah, sorry. Tim Solo.
With my tiger, you mean like close
He's
to him?
friendly right now.
Yeah, sir. I'll just
A full
use it as a
24
pillow.
hours.
I'll just use it as a pillow
Well, actually,
or sleep on top of him. 'Cause I'm
Would-
doesn't have-
would Tim Solo know that Gideon had to cast a spell?
It was pretty obvious.
Oh, okay. I would have.
It's like it literally went from being like very passive, not willing to let you touch him, to just all of a sudden its eyes glow a little bit, and now it likes you.
I'll sweep it
Yeah,
on top
we
of them,
the
petting
time
it.
introduce them to
There we
one
go.
another. You know, it should be a good day. I have no idea what's going to happen when the 24 hours ends, though. Which won't be till tomorrow night, so oh well.
Yeah.
Yes, as the night comes, you are either going to recast the spell or hope that he doesn't get eaten.
We'll see how each day goes, day by day.
Gradually growing your relationship with this cat. Alright, if anyone's watching, thanks for showing up. I'm going to take a 5-minute break and we'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
I gotta